let's have another bash and see how we go. Okay, and cue.
When this is all over, Dr. Russell, I will see to it that you face disciplinary charges.
When this is all over, we'll be lucky to be alive, Commissioner.
Nick Briggs has written a great script. You know when it's going to be good when you read the script and you're gripped by it, because often when you read a script you don't really get into the story until you start doing it. And by the time that the effects of all the machinery and the rockets and the sound and the space and all the warp and the music, it's going to be really good. This will be standout good.
I wanted it to be faithful enough for the original fans like myself to love it as much as they loved the original. And I just love the idea of an alternate past. I didn't want to call it Space 2099.
There's something quite modern about this version. It's updated even though it is 1999. You know, it feels very much of its time, of our time.
Well, it is still, in essence, Space 1999. It's kind of got a retro-futurism aspect to it, so it's still set in 1999. They're not really breaking the rules of the world, but there are some adaptations that make it better for audio, and also, I think, make it more appropriate and exciting for a contemporary audience too. It's what Dad and his team would have done if you had brought them forward to right now, to 2019.
We've lost 3 Eagles already crashed on the moon's surface.
People are dying out there, John.
Recall all Eagles. Now, Paul. All Eagles return to base immediately. I say again, all Eagles return to Alpha immediately. Sector 2's exploding! My God! No, it isn't that. Something different. But I've just said, my God! It sounded like it was something really big!
It sounded more like you said my cod, actually.
Oh.
Could you say hake instead?
My cod! My halibut! My haddock!
Would you like to say, could you say that line?
I will, I'll do it again. I've only got one line in this, so I'll say it again.
Yeah, okay.
Here
we go. Cue. What I want to do is serialise it a bit more and have character strands running between stories. You know, just be a little bit more specific and detailed about characters and not have it all about the action.
I think Landau and Bain had a fantastic relationship. All those kind of long, wistful looks. And there was some kissing in it as well, I seem to remember. They had a wee kiss.
I think Dr. Russell has a real soft spot for Koenig.
I think Maya had a wee kiss with John at one point as well, I seem to remember. There was a wee kind of crossover.
Maybe our characters should, like, have a love affair.
To get us?
Yeah.
Why not? It's being some modern, like...
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the story, that probably wouldn't have been told back then either.
No.
And I'm looking forward to wearing some stuff later on as well. If I can squeeze into some of Martin Landau's stuff, that's going to be very, very exciting.
I didn't know what it was at first, but it is a gun. You can kill or stun. There's a lot of buttons actually that probably everybody else knows what they are.
That's very exciting to see that close up. That's the sort of comms. Well, I think it doubles up as a comms, you know, like a mobile phone essentially, I suppose. And do they use it to open doors and stuff as well? I think they always have it on them, don't they? But beautifully made prop.
Mr. Anderson, Jamie asked me if I would like to come along and dress the stars that are performing today. So we've got 2 original spacesuits with us, Alan Carter's and Sandra Bain's, and a selection of replica costume. The reason that they're only replica is because everything was changed from season 1 to season 2, and they adapted everything. So there isn't any season 1 costume left, unfortunately. This is a small part of a very, very big collection.
I've been a fan of Space 1999 since I was quite young, and immediately I saw the title and it was 1999. And at this time I think it was something like 2001. I thought, well, this is ludicrous. What is this show that presents itself as science fiction but it's set in the past? I thought it was quite a funny idea. But then immediately that theme tune hit, the season 1 theme tune, and that was incredible, the music and the visuals they still held up. Even at the time I was watching, and you know, it played out, and everything about the show, you know, the characters, the performances, everyone played it very, very straight. No one was performing it in any way sort of tongue-in-cheek or like they weren't taking it seriously, and the mood and the atmosphere of it, that really appealed to me. I feel like that really stood up, you know, decades after original transmission.
So when Space 1999 came out, I was 12 years old, so I think I was at that perfect age for that show. and I believe that's why it's really become my favourite and stuck with me.
To me, it's almost like the English version of Star Trek, if you think that Gerry Anderson comes from England. I suppose it was maybe an American show, but no, I really enjoyed watching it every week.
I'm working with 3 other writers for the next 4 episodes, which we'll be releasing in a box set. And our idea is to do 3 adaptations of existing old episodes and 1 entirely original script. But the adaptations will be as broad as my adaptation of Breakaway.
Their enthusiasm and love and support of this is just, you can't help but join in and think, yeah, this is so special, this is amazing. Anytime someone comes to something with real heart, it just makes a project so much more exciting and just so much more fun, and you invest in it more as well.
Purely as a piece of drama, it's gripping, it's exciting, and it's definitely worth listening to.
Well, I'm thrilled that it's making a comeback. It's one of those projects that over the years, remakes have been touted again and again. Space 1999, Legacy, Alpha Moon Base, Returns, I mean, Space 2099, it's been talked about over and over again, and these things have never happened, partly because it would be such a huge undertaking, and I knew the minute that there was even a sniff of it happening, that it would go ahead and it would get there under Big Finish's control.
I think the most important things for me with this series is to do it with a sense of authenticity to the original, but also just the sense of love for the original as well. And I think that's what Nick and I and Jamie script editing between us have brought to it, because we love it so much.
We are totally cut off from Earth. As we are, we have power, environment, and therefore a chance of survival. It is my judgment that there is no possibility of a return to Earth. September 13th, 1999 marks a new beginning for us all. Out here, in space.
Yeah. Really good. I wouldn't mind doing it again. Would that be all right?